Everyman Driver Nation, what is going on? It's Nolan. Today I have the Audi SQ5, the performance variant of the Q5, a popular SUV, fun to drive, luxurious, practical. I'm gonna give you guys a quick look at this thing. If you wanna see the full details, all of that stuff, please head in the description below to see a full detailed review and test drive on my channel. I'm gonna show you all the things that there is to know on that video, but let's go through some of the quick stuff right now. We've got some sequential turn signals. This paint coat is a moonlight blue. Got the roof rack up there. This thing is pretty well loaded, and I'm gonna give you my impressions in a little bit, but let's go ahead and get started. Let's start things off by looking under the hood, because that's where a lot of the fun is going to happen with this SQ5. So under here, Audi pushed this engine back for better dynamics, better weight distribution. We've got 354 horsepower, 369 pound-feet of torque, and that torque comes out really, really early. So this thing is definitely punchy. You don't have to get on it very often to get, or very much to get some power out of it. 8-speed automatic transmission, torque converted. It's not a dual clutch transmission like we've seen in other products. Audi's going away from that actually. And miles per gallon, if you're curious, 19 in the city, 24 on the highway, and 21 combined. If you really want to see the test drive and how this thing performs, please head down in the description below and click on the link to go to my channel and watch the full review and see the exhaust clip. All right, gang, let's go ahead and hop in the front seat. Audi gives us their advanced key system. It is it's a pretty nice key fob, in fact, and there's a little trick that you can do with this, with all the windows and stuff, that I'll show you in the full review. So if you want to see that, go to the description below and check that out. But let's go ahead and hop inside. Now, when we get inside of the SQ5, it's a pretty nice place to be. So this is a sporty SUV, of course, but it's still a comfortable one, and it's actually pretty spacious. These seats are really nice. They're 12-way power, but you have an adjustable thigh support as well. The interior is pretty well laid out. It's just a nice place to be. Now let's go ahead and start it up. We've got push button start. Pretty cool little center display right here. It's a digital cockpit is what they call it, and I'll go through all of this in the full review, but you can change your view from more conventional to sporty. You can determine what kind of stuff you see on here. I don't know why it's got to be beeping at me so much, but anyways, there's a lot of information available for you to see on here, and it's just pretty cool. Steering wheel is a flat bottom steering wheel. All the controls that you need, tons of stuff. Memory seats. This is not actually a touch screen. You control it with this down here, and I'll kind of go through this more in the full review. You've got shortcuts, you've got a touchpad, you've got your presets. There's quite a bit that you can do on here as well, like a whole bunch of stuff that you can adjust and customize. You've got technically tri-zone AC, nice buttons, everything. This is even touch sensitive, which is really neat, and some pretty cool stuff. In fact, you can control your drive mode. So check it out: dynamic, individual. You can have an automatic or comfort, which is pretty awesome. But let me tell you guys, these cup holders are pretty rubbish for anything of any size. The bigger stuff will touch each other. Bigger, fatter bottoms don't fit. But you've got a ratcheting armrest, a little sliding deal right here, USB and auxiliary port. So kind of an interesting little layout, and it's functional enough. And then probably the coolest thing, for a lot of you anyways, is this panoramic roof, which goes way back there. And overall, still a pretty nice interior, a really nice interior actually. And there's some ambient lighting in here, and I'll show you that in the full review. All right, now climbing into the back seat, when you look at this thing and you consider that it's a compact, luxury, sporty SUV, you really wouldn't expect there to be a whole lot of room in here. And there's not a ton of room, but at 5'9", I can sit right here, and I still have enough room with that. I've got decent leg space. We still have some nice interior. I have that passenger seat all the way back, in fact, and this is one sitting behind myself, so I still have knee space. We have air vents, AC controls, a 12-volt power outlet, but no USB port. And then we have a center folding armrest with some itty bitty cup holders that can fit probably just about nothing, maybe a little can. But overall, this back seat is still worthy enough to haul some people around. So still not too bad at all. All right, gang, let's go ahead and check out the cargo area. So first of all, if we kick, oops, I actually kicked it, but if we kick right up under the parking sensors back there, you've got a hands-free liftgate. And another thing is you've got an LED light up here, you've got a button to lower it and a button to lower and lock it. So I think that's pretty cool. Now once we're back here, I've got some of my stuff back here. You've got lights on each side. You've got a 40-20-40 split, which is nice. You've got a spare tire down underneath of here. So pretty good space, about 25 to 53, I believe. You've got handles where you can lower those down, except it does get a little annoying with the headrest. So overall, it's still a pretty nice spacious area, especially for a sporty little compact SUV. Okay, Everyman Driver Nation, so all in all, in conclusion, I've been impressed with this Audi SQ5. Let me tell you, there's a little bit of a learning curve once you get on the inside of the vehicle and you start looking at all those buttons. There's really not a lot, but there's a lot of functions that you can do with it. But anyways, this thing is priced at about $69,000. So for that price and the performance, the practicality, some of the features that it has and doesn't have, do you think it's worth it? I think it's kind of expensive. I think it's missing a few features. It's about to storm right now. I'm trying to get this in. Anyways, if you guys want to see the full detailed review and test drive of this vehicle, please head in the description below and click the link to go to my channel and watch that. But leave your comments down below what you think of this SQ5. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Hope y'all have a great day. This is Nolan for Everyman Driver.
One more thing before you go, I've added links to some of the best-selling automotive accessories on Amazon right now, along with links to some of my product reviews. You'll find it in the description below this video.